I'm just going to do that every time now. Episode 2! Hello! So, last time I streamed the very first making of a full game. I am legitimately going through and going to be making a full VR game. And this is episode 2. In the previous one, I went through some of the design, the very, very high-level design on what I want that game to be. I sort of mapped out a little bit of how I want the class structure to be laid out, and I also just started like prototyping some of the creation of the rooms. So just to show you where I am right now, this is it. A room is just this little cell right now. Actually, it's not even the cell. These walls in the middle, like, they mean nothing. So really, each of these little blocks right there is its own separate room. So today, I'm going to be continuing with the rooms, and I'm going to be making a procedural room generation. So this is going to be very, very simple right now. Essentially, I'm going to create a room, and I'm probably going to create, let's say, 4 different room structures. So it'll just be a random set of doors, anywhere from 2 to 4. There's going to be a slight change in the way that the room is shaped. And so I'm going to create those first, and then after that, I'm going to create the script that's required to make this to where I can create, let's say like 20 rooms deep. Right, so it's going to instantly spawn 20 rooms, and they're all going to be connected, and the teleportation is going to be added up, and it's going to be wired up at that point. And so at that point, we should have one starting room that you're able to start in, and then navigate through room to room to room to room to room, deeper and deeper, until you're done. So that's the goal for this right now. One final point to comment on before we go into this is, and this was a question that was asked at the very end of it, as why aren't these doors connected? It's because I'm going to have some very weird way of dealing with physics, specifically, the actual physical spaces. To give you an idea, the same way that I drew it last time, is I'm going to have, let's say, some rooms that look like this. And let's say another room that looks like, let's just say that for now, right? And I'm going to have a door, maybe right here. And then another door that's right here. So if you walk through this door, you're going to see, making that backwards would have been better. Anyway, you get the idea. So the doors are going to be connected. So I'm not sure how I messed this up, but you're going to be teleporting through these doors. So I could even have potentially a setup that looks like this. So even 2 separate teleportations that are going to the same room. So that could be really, really, really bizarre. So that's what I'm going for, and so that's the reason why these rooms look like this, is because they don't need to be connected, because I'm going to be lining them up to where you're going to be able to walk up to a door, and it's going to be just a portal, but as far as the VR user is going to be concerned, they're going to see that next room. Vive made a plugin that I'm going to be able to drop in here that's going to allow me to do that, so that's the plan. So for now, I need to start by just creating some basic rooms. So let's do rooms. Let's get rid of these extra ones. All right, I'm just going to drop through all of that stuff. All right, so we have our base room. We're going to call this one room 1. And we're going to just make sure something real quick. Yep, the teleportation location is there. Perfect. And just as our default door, actually, let's oops. I think I got that backwards. Yeah, there we go. So just a little bit out there. The door itself. Let's get these things to line up right. .25. There we go. Now it's nice and in the center. Let's drop that door. And rotate it 90. And put the X at -5. Derp. it would help if I actually copied the door before I, changed all of its properties. Hello, everybody. There we go. And perfect. Okay, so we've got 2 doors. Very, very, very basic room. So let's call that... Yeah. So now that should have the same thing. So I should just be able to drop this room over here. Perfect. Okay. So now we have that one. Let's go ahead and... Can I copy a prefab? Nope, doesn't appear to be. So we are calling that one room 1. We're going to duplicate this out. And for this one, let's actually change the base model shape a bit. Just to be simple. We'll just do that. All right, very, very, very ridiculously simple attempt at making these shapes. So then we're going to move this door out over here. Let's rotate you. No news that I've seen about the Vive recently. So let's call this a new room. Room 2. Okay. Let's copy that again. And for this one, we'll do a similar thing. I'm just gonna create a couple more of these. This is again just proof of concept. These rooms mean nothing, so like there's not a whole lot of point in me going crazy on these things, but I do want some variety, just for the sake of having a good test at this thing. So this room's going to have 3 doors. Good. Northman Shell. Don't worry. There will... I'm going to create a playlist for these because I don't want to actually like publish these to the main channel because that's just spam in people's inbox, and most people honestly don't care about these things. So I'm going to create a playlist that way for anybody that sees these or wants to watch them after the fact, they'll be able to find them in one place. So I'll probably release one actual video on these, and then after that you'll just have to look for them in the playlist. All right, let's do one more room. These are looking good so far, I think. Or at least, it's what I had in mind. So, una más. And let's make this one a little bit more dynamic. That'll do just fine. And one more door on this one too. So these are these interesting shapes that I'm talking about. So from once I add all these things up in VR, you're going to see this weird thing. And there's obviously going to be like a wall right here, right? So you're going to walk around this corner and you're going to see a door there. And in a normal space, this door would open up to like this little corner that you'd have to like walk this way, right? There could only be a room that fills up this triangle. However, whenever you go through this door, it could open up into something that, you know, that spans out this way. So you won't see this wall once you peek through this side. So I think it's going to be a pretty cool effect. Cool. So these are my rooms. Let me save this one. All right. Now we are done with that. Now, right, folder, rooms. Let's drop all these. Trying to keep this project at least a little bit organized even though I'm prototyping this. Bush's Original Baked Beans. First off, I love your name and I love your product. So I am creating a very simple game. It's just going to be a dungeon crawler. This is not going to be something that people are going to be, you know, clamoring to pay a lot of money for. The cool thing about this though is that all of the art is going to be professionally made by somebody in VR. So they're actually going to be going into things like cubes and like tilt brush and other various things, and then exporting those models, and I'm going to be dropping them into this game. Oops. Wouldn't that be really weird? Yes, that's the point. So Fireflux, will the doors be like portals to different size rooms? Yes, that's exactly what is going to happen. So there we have it. Let's get rid of even that room actually. So now we have this. Let's create another empty. This is going to be our, let's just call this our managers. I'm going to have a set number of like singletons. All right, and inside this manager, we are going to have our room manager. This room manager is going to be responsible for all of the creation and destruction and linking of our rooms. Where did my there it is. And let's open up Visual Studio. Oh, one thing are my room prefabs. Okay, good. They do all have the room. I think I can line this up. I'm not sure what will actually happen whenever I do this. Let's just try this first. Room. Let's see, can I drop a prefab on a script that already has like room on it? Let's see. So room managers, rooms. Whoa, I meant 4, just 4! Nope, it grabs the script itself. Figured. There's that. Cool. So now we can link this up here. Excuse me? Game object. Rooms. I'm a dummy. Ooh, I'm a big dummy, aren't I? No! None of my rooms have their doors linked. I've got to do that first. Dang it. I need to have at least the doors listed. Oh, wait, no. I'm doing that dynamically, aren't I? Room is grabbing the doors. Okay, never mind. I'm good. I thought that I had made a mistake. There will be plenty of that. This is the Derpy dev stream after all, but that was not one of them. What I did do incorrectly, though, was grab the wrong script. So this is what I want. There it is. Room 1, room 2. So in the full game, These rooms will have their own distinct art and other various things that will make them their own special beasts. But for now, these are just door containers, really. All right, so now we have this. So, start of the game. How do I want to lay out this class? So we need to pick a random room. We need to detect how many doors there are. And then we need to spawn more rooms based off of how many doors there are. Now, I could get myself into a big problem first. So let's do this right off the back. Actually, I am going to make this more like what I actually want it to be in the real game. So instead of just having it branching out and creating this massive amount of rooms right off the bat, I want it to create, let's say, 3 connecting rooms. So every time that you move into a room, it's going to go 3 layers deep, and it's going to spawn more rooms and link up the doors. So right off the bat, it should have a recursive algorithm that goes through just 3 layers deep. Okay. So I want this to be a variable, though. Actually, I don't care. It's going to be 3 for now. Room spawn depth. Okie dokie. So starting off, we need to spawn 1 room, right? So room prefabs will have these room in it. So let's first create an algorithm just to get a random room. Sorry, a method. Game object. No, I want it to actually return the room. Spawn room? Yeah, let's do that. And how do I want it to actually put these things in physical space? It really doesn't matter. So in this case, though, yeah, in this case, I'm just going to like put them linearly. Or do I want to be more intelligent with this so I can actually just visualize it for now? No, I don't think so. Not for now. It's going to get confusing if I don't. Here, let me kind of like draw out what I'm talking about right now. So let's say we have like this big game world, right? And I have a room. That room could have a door here and a door here. Do I just want to, every time I spawn a room, do I just want it to keep on going out this way? Or do I want it to have, like, because there's a door here, move it out here and move it out there? The problem, though, is that we could eventually get into a spot where, let's say that we have like another room that comes over here, another room that because there is a door here, it creates it that way, and then it has another door here, so it creates it this way. You get what I'm saying? And so then eventually it could like potentially overlap. So do I want to mess with that at all? I can always change this later on. Okay, so for now, I am just going to create it. I'm going to keep things simple for now. So let's say, yeah, we're just going to call spawn room. I can change the algorithm later on so that it actually makes things more visually understandable while looking at the overall scene. But for now, we're not going to worry about that. So we have a list of prefabs. Let's do I'm probably not going to want to use an array for these, but let's do this for now. Yeah, I definitely don't want to use an array for this because it's going to expand. I probably don't even want to use a list, though. I'm probably going to want to create something else that way I can keep links better. I can't type today. someone is right. If you're into Unity, the official Unity docs are pretty good. Yeah, that's as good a place to start as any. Cool. So we're creating a new room. Game object room go equals instantiate. Okay, so this is actually going to be an important piece of this. So I'm about to just create a random. However, I do want this game to be absolutely the same from one play to the other to another if you use the same seed. So you know what, I'm going to need a singleton just to make these things easier. Yay, singleton. I don't know why this isn't just like a Unity default. Okay, so we have that. So now that we have that particular script, now let's create a I just want to call. I'm afraid of just calling this random due to overloading. I don't think there's. I don't think C. Here, let's just test that real quick, I guess. Yep, random is a Unity class. I don't want to call this my rand. Here, instead of this, yeah, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to need this no matter what anyway. So let's just start this now. And we'll make this a singleton. Why is this weird? I'm so confused right now. I don't know what I created. Wait, what? I don't know why that icon's there. Okay, something's just weird. So this singleton, it'll allow me to access Game Manager. Actually, let me look into how this particular singleton is. Yeah, public instance. Okay, cool. So this is creating a public variable called instance. So I'll just be able to call GameManager.instance, and I'll be able to get the random that I'm using here. So I don't have a way for me actually configuring this random yet. So let's just create this as a public property. No, that won't quite work now, will it? This needs to be on enable. No, on awake. I thought I could change the seed. Ah. I am quite confused as to how Unity randoms work then. Apparently all randoms. This is not what I want. I need my own random. Okay, all right. I'll come back to this later on. This is again getting into too much of the details of things that I don't need. For now though, that's fine. I can initialize my random however I want. So yeah, this is fine. Moving on. I get rat-holed into this stuff. I'm sorry, guys. All right, room prefabs. That is an array. Let's grab a game manager dot instance dot random. What? Right, I can't even access this random. Why doesn't random have any methods? I don't want to use the base static methods. Maybe I don't use Unity's randoms. Let's go with C# randoms. Forget you, Unity. Using system.random. Oh, man. Okay, new idea. I will create a class that does essentially what this is doing. However, instead, it's just going to, yep. I know that's complaining right now, and that's because every now and again, Unity does this weird thing. We have to reload the project. Did that work? Yeah, that did it. No, it didn't. Yeah, there it is. And here, we can... At least this way I'm keeping it all in one place. Maybe this isn't the right way. Surely this shouldn't be this difficult. Anyway, so for now, this will do what I'm looking for. The reason why I'm pulling out the randoms into a separate class is I want all of my randoms for the actual room generation and for the entity spawning, loot spawning. I want all of those to be derived from the same random seed, so that way it is the same from playthrough to playthrough if you're using the same seed, and that way other random things don't get through. If you don't know how randoms work, then this probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But this is so that I can be consistent between games. So having one base class to where I'm using the exact same random object every time is essential for what I'm doing on that one. So a lot of boilerplate just to get to where we are here. Where did my... Come on now. Room manager. There we go. Alrighty then. Dot range. And from here I want from 0 to room prefabs. Dot length. This one. Wait, is this inclusive or exclusive? Inclusive. Yep. And why are you mad at me? And oh, derp. There we go. So now we've instantiated this. Let's move this out. So let's say that private const int room room spawn distance equals, let's say 50, 40. This should be a float. Got dot transform dot position equals nope. And we're just going to move these all on the x-axis. So room distance times spawned rooms, and we're going to keep it at 0 otherwise. Cool. So that should create our rooms. Random number or random or sorry, not a random, but a set distance away, and then return get component. All right, so that's going to spawn a room, and that will be good. So let's actually just test this. Oh wait, one more thing. Spawned room plus plus. So just see if this works. Let's give this a go. Dum dum dum. Spawned something. Oh wait. Oh, hey! Yay! Great success! Okay, so I was sad there for a second. I was confused why it spawned to one room, and then I saw over here. But yeah, okay, so that's going to get so confusing whenever I do this stuff. Okay, so but that's okay. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So now I need to link them up. Kingdom Maxwell. Oh, sorry guys, I haven't actually had the chat window open. Yes, the game will be public and free. All right. So now we have these, and So now we need to make this recursive. So let's say spawn room. Do I want to make this recursive, or do I just want to link up the doors afterwards? I think I still want to make these recursive. Do I ever want circles? I can still have circles. I can just have, in some cases, loop back to another room. Okay, no problem there. So I do want this to be a recursive room spawning. So let's do how am I going to do this? So it's going to take a base location or a base room, and it's going to go through, it's going to get its doors, and it's going to call this function again, passing in another layer. So for one, or a depth, depth, and the previous room. I think that actually might be what we need. So if depth is greater than room spawn depth, then return. Otherwise, otherwise we want to spawn room. That will create the room, and then we need to tie the room to the previous one. Okay, so in addition to just the room, actually we don't even need the room, we just need the door. Okay. So now that we have this linked door, we need to get one of the doors. So let's actually get all the doors first. So spawned room dot doors, and that should be that's an array. So derp. Whoa. Where did particle emitter come from? Oh, that's right. For int I equals 0, I less than doors, I plus plus. If I equals 0, no, I want to make this random. So let's grab Beautiful. Okay. So now we can call... Do I want to make that public? This is in the door class, right? Yep. Oh, oops. Bind doors, not link doors. So we're going to say... oops. Doors I. So we're going to bind the previous door and this door, just a random index. The rest of them, it's going to call back into the recursive room spawn. Depth +1. And lastly, we need to add our room to the rooms. What is that? What? How did I call this room? Spanned rooms. Oh. I'm a dummy. Okay, so we are returning if we've already exceeded the room depth. Otherwise, we are spawning a room, we are adding it to our list, we're getting the list of doors, we're picking a random door out of that list of doors, range 0, door length -1. We're iterating through those doors. If it is the door that we picked out previously, we're going to bind those 2 doors. Otherwise, we are going to do a recursive room spawn. If that depth is already exceeded, for now, I actually want to turn off the door. So that will actually just make it disappear. I'm actually going to add a... Oh, derp. I'm going to actually add a pretty angry debug line here. Because I don't actually want to do this in the future. I want to make that room spawn something else whenever you've moved deeper. Chayu, good question. I mean, it's going to be SteamVR compatible, so yes. But I don't know if I'll actually be doing anything specific for that. So before I start anything else, I need a source. Okay, so maybe we always have. Actually, yeah, that seems reasonable. Let's actually just create a starter room. Right. This will just be your very first room. It'll always be the same. And it will have but 1 door. Ah! Don't do that. Oh, oops. Any must-play games? Recent or just like in general? Because in general, the answer is absolutely. Yeah, I probably actually do want to parent them all to the room container. All right, let's give this a go. Well, would you look at that? Oh, right, oops. Let's do... Just realized that is a redundant thing. Hmm. That didn't parent it off of my room container. Oh, well, that's because I didn't actually parent it, maybe? Ah, yeah, that's it. Should be adding this out, so there's one in there by default. So that should be increasing that out by 2 times the room spawn distance. Why aren't you doing that? Just for giggles. Let's see what happens when I do that. It shouldn't make... Bizarre. Do need to add 2. Why do I need to add 2? No, I don't. Wait, did I not save it? No, I totally did. Maybe I didn't save it previously. Okay, there we go. And... Oh, wait. No, that's right. Okay, so let's see what happens whenever we go through this now. Okay, so if I go back, perfect. And just to kind of follow along. So now this door should take me to the next one. Yay! And again, back. I know this looks obvious right now, but as soon as we get to the more complicated ones... Wait, this didn't do as many... Oh, right. Okay, because most of my doors only have one door. Of course. That makes all the sense. Okay, so let's actually respawn this. And good, because this room should have had, this room does have, I thought this room had 3 doors. I suppose not. But this last room doesn't. How does my spawner look this time? I want one with the 3 doors to come in. Aha! There it is. Okay, so just run through these until I get to the 3-door one, because that's when everything's get interesting. Okay. So this will work. So one of these doors is going to lead to this one, the other one to the next. So first off, going back. Perfect. And then let's see where you take me. Ah, okay. And that is now that's the end of the road. Yay! Cool! It all works! So all of that is working as expected. So now what? I want to actually increase the depth. No, actually, first off, I want to draw a line in between these doors. Let's do... I'm not even worried about that. So let's do, what is it, line render? So actually, I'll just do this in here. Let's do door 1 dot add component line render. Line set positions. Ah, perfect. Great. So does this take vargs, or is it actually just a vector array? Let's try it. Bummer. All right, so there's that, and let's change our depth to be 6. Oh, look at that! That's not red. That's very purple. Okay, so this is showing where is this one taking me? Wait, what? Where are you going? Oh, because I'm doing depth first. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so if I was doing breadth search, then this should actually be a lot closer. But since I'm not, it's finishing its entire loop. Oh, that's crazy! Look at that! So in order for me to get to this end, like it's already a maze. Like if I'm not looking at these lines, it might not, like it might take me a long time to actually find the end of this thing. That's so cool. Yep, I just found a dead end. So this is already working. So I can already rotate these rooms. I need to do that just to make this look a little bit more interesting. Or to I guess, exemplify? I guess turning it won't matter in the game because you won't be able to tell. Or will you? No, you won't. It won't make a difference at all. But for my purposes, I'm going to. No, I'm not. That's a waste of time. So what I do want to do though is add. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do. So the X is actually going to be represented by depth. And then let's say the Z. Mistakes were made. Oh, right. And I also need to do this. Spawned room depth. But that's not what happened here. Room spawn distance should be 0, and then the Z. Yeah, let's try this again. What have I done? Oh, wait. Kinda? I don't actually know. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, so depth is this way. And then every time that I'm spawning another room. Yep. That's fascinating. Okay, well, it gets the point across a little bit better. I don't really care where they are. I just need them to be a little bit separate so I can actually see them. So let's go nuts. Let's go nuts. Too many? When did I save last? Uh-oh. Right. Exponentially increasing based off of how much depth I want. Yes. Yes. Wow. That actually went fantastically fast for how many rooms I'm doing. Look at this. Wow. You could walk forever. I'm gonna go over there. Pew. I think there's 2 rooms right here. Can't tell. Maybe the game's just breaking because too much stuff. That's cool. All right, well let's stop that and actually let's save before I crash everything, and let's actually drop this down to like 10. That's a bit more realistic. It's still gonna be a lot. That is so cool. All right, and this is actually like exactly what I'm looking for in terms of the room spawning. However, I do now see that I probably want most of my rooms to have at least 3 rooms or 3 doors. Having the standard be 2 makes it a bit too linear. I like having more options. So maybe even the default should be 4 doors. I'm not sure. But we can play that by ear. But right now, most of my rooms just have 2 doors, and then a few of them have 3, and so that's whenever we get these more interesting branches. Very cool. All right, so that actually took significantly less time than I thought it would. So now what do I want to do? What's next? Where is my OneNote? The door's difficulty level. Maybe have that be... Should that be a factor of depth? Oh wait, no, I know what I need to do. So right now it's fun where it's spawning all these rooms from nothing. Let's make it to where it keeps spawning them whenever you teleport. Yeah. So okay, this is actually going to be fairly easy. So linked door. I don't actually spawn a room yet. Wait. Wait. Okay. Yeah. All right, void. Do my doors link back up to the room that they're in? No. They should. I mean, I guess I can get the parent. Yeah, I want that. Anything calling this? Oh, yeah, got it. Do I want the door to find the parent, or do I want the parent to set itself on the door? The parent already has to know about the door, so I think this is fun. No, this is wholly unnecessary. I don't want to have to manage that. I want to get in its parent. So in the room itself, I have a door. and its parent's parent as the room. It seems brittle to bind it this way. That will work. Oops, messed something up. If I ever do want to link these back, if I want to create circular references, I need to track them. Come on. Okay. All right, so this is going to go through, starting with the room that I'm in. It's going to find all the doors. But what about, I don't want to have to traverse all the way up. Okay, it's only going to traverse a depth of 3. But is that necessary? Oh, yeah, no, it's, crap. So I only need to look deeper, right? So let's actually add that as a component of the room. Because the circular piece. All right, this is going to get weird. All right, let me actually draw this out. Normally, I like having whiteboards, but paint will do just fine. So the issue that I'm having is I want to have starting room. I want to have all these rooms. Let's say that they link out like this. Just to draw it, let's say that. All right, so here's my room structure. However, I also, in some cases, potentially want a line to be able to go. Let's say we have a door that goes here. All right, so we have a circular reference here, right? So what I want is to be able to instantly find out. Right now I have a list. This is more of a graph. You know, all the interview questions revolving around graphs, and I never actually have ever needed a graph in anything I've ever done. This is a graph. So, how to solve for this? If I always want to make sure that I am expanded out by 3. So let's say the player is here. What I need to do is check out 1, 2, 3. So you get a check, you get a check, you get a check, you get a check. But it seems inefficient to have to check back this way, because it would 1, 2, 3 if I'm just looking for doors. Is that a big deal? It's unnecessary. How can I avoid this? Depth is not enough. I can't just do depth. Using the set will be fine because it will keep me from hitting over already checked rooms. However, it won't keep me from going backwards. I can just find child nodes. Okay, so that's an option. The parent will always be set. But what if you go from here? So let's say that you've never generated this one. You've never actually gone this way. Let's say that this is deeper. So if you come derp, 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 and you come here, I guess those wouldn't have even been generated yet. That link doesn't exist, nor would it exist. How would this link even exist? Okay. All right. I think there is optimization that can be made on this, but for now, I think just containing all of this in a list or in the set is fine. So some extra cycles will be spent every time you navigate through a room, but it's really not that bad, especially since I'm only doing 3 deep. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. Let me continue. If visited rooms dot contains base room, return. Whoa, what's happened with my formatting? the heck is going on? Oh. Alright. Oh. Rip. Okay. So now we know that we haven't checked this. So for each of those doors, let's grab the parent. Okay. Okay. This might mess up my graph in terms of where I'm placing them. I actually do need. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay because the amount of room is containing how far out it is. Okay, this is fine. So for each of the doors in this room, we want to do this. Okay, so if door dot is enabled, oops, dot game object, wait, enabled self, is it? Active self. Then we want to keep going. Otherwise, we want to door depth. Okay. Door, I don't want to just, yeah, that's not how I want to do things. Actually, yeah, it is, because I'm going to be changing the way the teleportation works later on. What happened to my door? Room manager is a singleton? Nope, it should be. Okay, so there's that, and now I want to, anytime that a door is accessed, on collision, teleport to the target door. Not on this. I actually want the room to get the event. teleport. I don't want to do this, actually. Collision enter. Yeah, I want something else to determine where the room is, but for now this is okay. Okay, so that will come up here, and then we can expand rooms. Okay. So let's see what happens. So here is what my tree looks like right now. Let's see how much I broke. Oh, where am I? Where am I? There I am. All right, so it doesn't matter if I go right or left. I should have already checked the rooms now. Oh, wait. Oh, it is spawning rooms. It just didn't link them. Fascinating. Okay. So it is correctly spawning a new room here. Whenever I got down to that depth. Wait, that was weird. It spawned like a lot of rooms. Okay, let's check this out again. So expand rooms starting with the base room. For each door, if door is active. Oh, wait. I'm not turning it off. Yeah, okay. This is I don't think that this is actually helpful anymore. Okay. Let's do this. Now I think maybe we're working. Maybe. Now let's watch it from the higher level. Ah, that should have spawned one. Nope. Okay. So I'm not getting an error on the room change. Just to be sure. Should be working. Yeah. Okay. Now let's just debug this. Let's see what's going on. Hey, PSVR Frank. What's going on, dude? Uh-oh. If you guys don't know, he is a fantastic individual. One of the most excited people on YouTube I have ever seen. All right, where are we at? Base room is the room 3 clone. Ah, dang it, I can't actually see what that is. That's okay. That's going to be what I'm jumping into. Okay. It's going to be checking for a depth of 0. If visited rooms contains base room, which it won't, or depth Nope, it won't. Okay, so that's going to jump over. Yep. For each door in base rooms dot doors. Yep. Expand rooms. Door dot room. Fascinating. Ah, got it. I'm not actually getting the targeted room. I am just getting the door itself. So it's trying to just spawn itself in. That makes sense. Door. If active self. Door dot target door dot room. Oh wait, I didn't deactivate these anymore. If door dot target door dot room does not equal. If target door does not equal null. That'll do it. Ah, the VR Vault is here as well. You guys are raiding me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. What have I done? What have I done? Let's restart that. Okay. Yes, I'm so sorry I've been abandoning chat. Mountain Geek Man, good. I'm glad you like them. I'm doing these just to, oh, whoa. What? Okay, wait, no, that may make sense? Does it? Okay. Hold on. No. Ah. Okay, created one more room. Created one more room. Again, another. Another. That one, next one should have two more doors. Yes, perfect. Okay. Okay, and now we should have one branching off from each of them. Yep, it did. So it created two, and then another one because another one had two doors. Ah, guys, this is working. Whoa. I don't know which way I'm going anymore. But regardless, this is behaving as I want. Kind of. I am going to have to get more technical with this. Because not only do I want to spawn more rooms as you get deeper, however, I also need to delete the ones that were there before. Why is my depth working on this? I should be going back like up to 0. That's weird. I mean, the depth is working. Oh, because it's always 3 because I'm passing in that kind of depth. Got it. That makes sense. Yeah, it does. Let's actually just change that to 0. No, that's a terrible idea. Why would you do that? That's a terrible idea, Tribal, because then that would make it spawn like, 10 more. I want it to do. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna keep a room's depth. We'll default it to 0. Spawn depth and room. recursively door whenever we spawn this room. Oh wait, was it in? Oh, I was already setting that. Spawn room linked door. Yeah, okay. Depth plus linked door dot room dot depth. That should make it to where it continuously branches out. Maybe? Did I save? I saved. Oh. I'm never actually setting the spawn depth. Derp. Woo! Oh, yeah. Ha. Oops. Oops. There we go. Perfect. Oh, let's get in. Oh my gosh. This doesn't make any sense. I need, like, for my own peace of mind, like, I need this to lay out a little bit more. And I'm almost done here anyway, so I'm going to spend just a few seconds doing something that won't really help this game, but it will help my peace of mind. So, how do I want to do this? Maybe have it... Maybe I'm doing this backwards. So I need to keep how many are on an individual depth, I think. That way it's not like spreading out that way continuously. That way it is more tree-like. How about I just make it a graph and actually just get its position on the graph? If I do anything more trick in this, I'm potentially going to get myself into a bind. Like I might end up making it to where I have to move rooms, and I don't think I want to do that. Yeah. All right, this is good enough, and it doesn't matter at all. What matters is these lines all line up, and they will do what they're expected to do. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I know this works. So I'm actually going to move on from there. This is good. And now if I actually go back. Oh, wait, I haven't treed yet. Now let's go left. Pew! Whoa. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely nuts. So I definitely do need to clean up. I need to make sure that I am... Oh, okay. Maybe. Is that all I need to do? That actually may just do it. Uh-oh. Mistakes were made. I've done something wrong. I'm not returning if it's greater. No! Stupid! Stupid! Stop! I've frozen it. This is an endless loop. Yeah, that's bad. Unity will never get out of this. I froze it. Thankfully, I haven't done anything in Unity that needs saving. Oh, bye Unity. In task. It's been a while since I've done one like that. Forget a return statement. Blow up all of Unity. The world ends. Not a happy day. Hey, my phone's dead. That's sad. Oh well. Alright, round 2. Yay, didn't freeze this time. Alright, let's see what happens. That's weird. Like, it's kind of working. But it should have... It's not hitting all of them. That's weird. I have no idea where I am anymore. Whoa. So, what's happening here? So if I change, every time I change rooms, it should be iterating through each of its doors. If the target door is not null, it should call back in. Wonder why it's not actually killing all of the rooms off. If depth is greater than the room spawn depth, then it should just be deactivating it. And so every time that you move further away, it should kill it. All right, let's watch that again. Let's see if I can understand exactly the behavior of the code. That's not right. It's not deactivating the right one. If the depth is greater than 3. Starts at 0, goes to 1. So where am I right now? This is depth of 0, this is depth of 1. I don't see it. Excuse me? Are you... Is that adding this 1 as a string? Does C# do that? I thought that was going into the 70s and 80s. That was bizarre. Okay, anyway. Moving on. Here, actually, I'm going to disable the rooms that have multiple doors. Oh. Okay, so room 3 and room 4. Come on. All right, this way things will be linear. Okay, so I just spawned 2 deeper. And I made, so I'm now here. I just turned off 2 and I spawned 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, I got you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm on 2, right? Yep, I'm on 2. I turned off. I think I turned off 3. Oh, sorry. I'm on 1. 2. I turned off 3. And I spawned 4 and 5. That's not right. Oh. Okay. I think there's 2 things that might be going on here. Recursive room spawn depth. Target door does not equal null. Expand the rooms, increase the depth. Okay. So I think that's one piece. And 2, target door. No, that worked right. So that should. Thinks I am. That's bizarre. What am I turning off? Just to be sure. Room. If depth is greater to it, door, target door, room. So it should be the next one over. Oh man. Okay, so I'm in the room. If my depth is greater than spawn, then it's going to turn off this room. It's not whenever I'm at 0. Let me draw this out. Actually, I'll just leave that there. All right, so I'm here. Depth is currently 0. So every time that I start this, the depth is 0. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Depth is 0. Not greater than 3. Moves on. Haven't visited before. Moves on. It sets it as I've already been here and make sure that the game object is active. And then for each door, it checks to see if it's already been created. So let's do this. All right, both of them have. It moves over here. Depth is now 1. Not greater than 3. We haven't been here before. Sets it has been here before. For each of these doors, it's going to try and do the recursive. So it's going to go back over here first, and it's going to say I've already been here. It's going to return. Yep. It's going to go to this one. It's going to check its depth is now 2, not greater. Have been here. And it finds a null door. So then it's going to go through and it's going to spawn these rooms. Oh, I think I know. I think it's spawning it and then coming back and thinking that that's a new higher depth. No, it can't because I'm grabbing the list of doors. No, that can't be. That's not it. Oh boy. Okay. Let's get logging. Okay. Okay. Checking 1, depth 0. Entry room. Ah. Okay. So it starts off at the entry. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Okay. So I started the room. Okay. Entry room 1. Okay. And it comes back to 1-1. Already visited. Yep. It goes to 2. 2 goes back to 1 once it's already visited. That's unfortunate. I should make that not happen. 3. I guess it's not too bad. Then it goes to 3. Goes back to 2. 2 is already visited. Goes to 4. Goes back to 3. There it is. There it is. It's because I'm going back. Wait, they already visited should... Oh. It's this order. That's part of the problem. That should do it. Hey, Andreas. And yep, that's working. Perfect. Hey. I am. I'm nearly done. What's up? For what? Oh, sweetie. It is awfully late. Okay. All right. Give me a second. Yeah, give me a second. All right. We are about to have to call this done, but let me just make sure I can go back. Perfect. Okay, let me re-enable those rooms. Just to make sure that I don't mess anything up with those. Here, let's zoom out a good bit. Wow, that's complicated, but it works. Perfect. Okay, so that traversal is now working as expected. And that is where I need to stop today. Not bad. Fairly productive. I actually got done exactly what I wanted to, and actually really a bit more. The extension of the rooms, that's not working exactly how I want. So that's going to be cool. So there's a few extra things I'm going to need to do as part of this. So just calling it active and deactive, it won't be enough because there's going to be creatures, props, and other things that they'll probably actually be parented, but even if they're not, I still want to go through and actually call and actually make sure that they get shut down correctly. So that's where I'm done for today. I will be putting this in a what do you call it, playlist, so you guys can see them. I'm not going to publish these. I will probably make a video out this weekend, just sort of notifying people that these are a thing. So that way, if they want to go and search for them, they can. But I'm not going to just flood my channel with a bunch of these Derpy dev streams right now. So yep, you can find them in the playlist as soon as I create them. So all right, guys, I am done for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. You've been working for 65 hours straight, Andreas? Dang, dude. That's not healthy, man. Okay. Anyway, I gotta go. My daughter has a school project that she left until the last possible second. Okay. All right, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.